Hi, and welcome to our mythology story channel. Today we'll take you on a fascinating journey into the heart of Slavic beliefs. In this episode, we'll talk about the mysterious figure of Leshy, the guardian of forest who, according to ancient Slavic legends, could be both a friendly protector of nature and a fearsome enemy to those who disrespected his domain. You will hear a story that has survived through the ages and its message is still relevant today. Stay with us, as this will be a tale full of magic and mystery. Introduction to Leshy. For centuries, Slavs believed in spirits and demons that inhabited nature. One of the most powerful and enigmatic beings in Slavic mythology was Leshy, also known as Borowy, Leśnik or Leśny Dziad. He was a guardian spirit of forests, whose presence was felt through the wilderness. The forest, his domain, was governed by its own laws, and living in harmony with nature was a fundamental rule that people had to follow. Characteristics of Leshy. Leshy wasn't inherently friendly or hostile to humans. His actions depended on how people treated the forest and its resources. Those who worshipped the gods lived in harmony with nature and followed ancient rules could count on Leshy's help. He guided lost wanderers back home, protected children and the elderly, and favored hunters, ensuring plentiful game. On the other hand, those who disrespected nature could provoke his wrath. Leshy became a fearsome adversary, leading people astray, abducting them, or unleashing wild animals upon them. His anger was dangerous, and the forest under his care could turn into a labyrinth with no way out. Leshy and humans. According to legends, Slavs had to live in harmony with the forest to avoid misfortune. Leshy could take many forms: a wolf, an owl, or even a gust of wind. He was the master of forest animals, especially deer, stags, and bears. His relationships with humans depended on how they treated his domain. Woodcutters and hunters who relied on the forest for survival offered sacrifices to Leshy, asking for permission to use its resources. If they acted wisely and respectfully, Leshy could favor them. However, those who saw the forest solely as a source of profit faced his inevitable wrath. Under his command, wild animals became a threat, and the forest turned into a perilous place. The warning of Marzanna. One of the famous stories about Leshy tells of a warning given to woodcutters by the goddess Marzanna. One night, Marzanna appeared in their camp in her nocturnal form, warning them against uncontrolled deforestation. She foretold that blind greed would bring disease upon them and that the forest would demand retribution if they didn't stop destroying nature. At first, the woodcutters heeded her warning, but soon forgot her words and continued cutting down trees. This brought terrible consequences. Forest animals under Leshy's command attacked them at night. Armed with weapons and torches, the hunters and woodcutters stood no chance against wolves, bears, and stags. They were utterly defeated, leaving only one young man barely alive. Encounter with Leshy. The young man who survived his encounter with Leshy was found at dawn on the forest edge, trembling with cold and feverish. Once he recovered, He recounted his meeting with the mighty forest spirit, Leshy. A towering figure covered in vines lifted him into the air and spoke to him through thoughts. Leshy commanded the young man to tell others that the forest was under his protection and that if humans wished to preserve their lives, they must cease logging and respect nature. From that day, the villagers began offering sacrifices at the forest's edge to appease Leshy and gain his favor. The forest became a sacred place, cherished and revered by all. The significance of Leshy in Slavic culture. Leshy symbolized the forces of nature, both protective and destructive. Slavic beliefs reminded people that humans were only a part of a larger ecosystem, and a lack of respect for nature could lead to catastrophe. Leshy taught that to survive, humans had to live in harmony with nature rather than try to dominate it. In Slavic demonology, Leshy also represented the boundary between the human world and the wild. He was the guardian of forests, ensuring that humans didn't cross the line thoughtlessly. Today, the legend of Leshy serves as a reminder of the importance of caring for the environment and respecting nature. Leshy reflects ancient beliefs about balance between humanity and the natural world. His story is a warning to those who forget to respect the earth and its resources. Contemporary tales about Leshy show how these lessons remain relevant and highlight the importance of living in harmony with nature to avoid the wrath of the forests. Hail to Leshy and the wisdom of ancestors who believed the forest was more than just trees, a living, breathing entity that must be protected and respected. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed our story about Leshy, the extraordinary guardian of forests, whose legends still have much to teach us. If you would like more Slavic myths and stories, be sure to give us a thumb up, subscribe to our channel and click the bell so you don't miss any episode. Thank you for joining us and see you next time. Bye.